Colin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American and YouTube Ronin, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of the Mystery Movie Night podcast. Tonight, we control the vertical, we control the horizontal. I want to say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I do want to say hello to one or two people who've joined us here in the live chat so far. Faithful Blue Wrench, channel member of the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Cleary. Spider Unlimited is with us. Good to see you. Iron Herder is with us. Channel member JPRPH1. All right. I almost went ahead with it, but no, gotta wait, because guess what? I got a couple of people waiting backstage who are primed to strike. Ladies and gentlemen, the most violent woman on YouTube. She has a vicious dog. She's not afraid to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her, you cannot live without her. The reason why I know you're all truly here. Since Corner.
I threw my little attack dog in the cage because she was making too much noise. So yes. No weapon tonight.
We are saved. Blessed silence. Thank you.
Exactly.
All right. Also joining us, the man who shanghaied himself into this broadcast. Ray Park. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Okay. AKA Enigma Severus.
You are muted, Enigma, if you're talking. You're
wasn't yet, but yeah, I was getting there.
Davey Deathray, good evening, sir. Good to see you. Check out Davey's channel.
I do. I actually need to.
Indeed.
Need to.
So how's everybody doing?
You know.
I was doing productive things yesterday. I really was.
All right.
Doing okay,
well, I
guess.
Hang on. Talk horror and cover a lot of foreign news. Indeed. And yeah, I might be talking about that a little bit this evening. So stay tuned. All right. So all right. Last night's mystery movie was One Spoon of Chocolate, written and directed by the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, and executive produced by Quentin Tarantino. RZA and Tarantino hooked up once before on another film called The Man with the Iron Fists, which had Russell Crowe in it, and Lucy Liu, and some others. I think RZA was actually in that as well.
Okay.
A movie that I honestly don't remember a whole lot about. What I mostly remember is pretty much Russell Crowe, and I think his character was probably drunk. He might have been. Who knows? whatever could get him through that film, because it was a bit of a snoozer, to be honest. Don't really remember much else. Now,
I don't think I ever heard of that one.
yeah, it goes back a while. And
Okay.
Anyway. All right. So, one spoon of chocolate. What is it? What is it about? Okay. You have a character, Randy, played by Shamik Moore, who, if I remember correctly, is the voice of Miles Morales in the
Yep.
Spider-Verse films.
Yep.
He is a war veteran. When we meet him, he is being released from prison after, I believe they said 3 years on an assault charge, which they kind of imply might have been trumped up a bit.
Yep.
And he goes from New York to Ohio, and there's the whole sort of first act odyssey of him going from New York to Ohio. And he is there to, because he has family there. He has 2 cousins, one who meets a very sticky end at the very
And the
beginning
prologue. Yep. Mm-hmm.
of the vlog of the film.
Right.
But he has another cousin who he moves in with. And comes very quickly to find out that this town is pretty much lorded over by a racist sheriff. His even more racist son, and pretty much all of the other racists who are racisting around the town.
Yeah. Bunch of racisms going on.
Racism. Yeah. I'm going to say this up front. This movie, between this and Slanted, this pretty much blew my faith in film.
Well, you haven't seen Night Patrol yet, which incidentally, incidentally, the cousin, who's alive, who was the one that didn't get killed in the beginning, he played in Night Patrol.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering where.
So
I'd heard that name before. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Oh yeah, the name Night Patrol. It's on my list of worst for the year.
Well, the cousin. Yeah.
Well as this is also going to be on my list of worst for the year. The first thing I wrote in the prologue scene, when it's showing the cousin about ready to get his organs removed, or getting his organs removed.
Because that happens.
And and he's looking up at the wall and it's showing pictures of slaves.
Yeah.
At auctions and all. So
I'm just
the first note I wrote was, the first note I wrote in my notes was, "Oh God, not again."
Yeah.
That was the very first thing I wrote.
I'm just going to put this banner up right now.
Yeah, I don't care. This movie was not. This movie was not good.
You miss nothing out of this thing.
It's the characters were very caricaturish and cartoony and over the top and one-dimensional, and no nuance at all to anything. It was just like
no.
And the cinematography wasn't great, and the choreography of the fights wasn't that great. And I wanted to like it because I like Moore. I was interested to see how well Paris Jackson would perform, and I found.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah, that was Michael's daughter.
The Micah Monroe clone.
She's prettier than Micah, but yeah, that's her.
Okay.
And I found myself wishing that I found myself wishing that I would theater hop to the Michael showing in the very next theater and rewatch that movie for the third time, because that would have been a much better experience. This one was the depiction of the American flag instead of an outright Nazi flag, but it's basically like a Nazi symbol because they have the eagles and everything. Why in the world did Quentin Tarantino attach his name to this nonsense? At least I know
I
they're
think,
friends. I know it's because they're
yeah,
friends, but the story is absolute crap. It was so
I
bad. It was so
I think
cringe.
I think they were to kind of the closest I'll come to defending this thing is I think they were trying to go for like 70s blaxploitation,
Blaxploitation, I
and
know,
I
but
would have been perfectly fine with that.
it was it
This is
was
not a movie to be putting out right now. Not with
no.
everything that's been going on.
No.
And
This
on
is the
top of that,
wrong week for this
Well,
shit.
the stupid the mentality that has grown so tiresome,
Hmm.
this narrative about how victimized black people are all the time, it's so overused, and it's nothing but divisive. It's not at all looking at the ugly reality of the way things really are, and it's not as cut and dried as something like what we're given in this stupid ass movie. And that whole dumb speech they were having at the end about the founding fathers and the forefathers, and then that white guy's going off about how we raised you, we took you out of Africa, and we did. It's like it was so cartoony. I did I couldn't. It was
the
really it was so bad.
And
as we were,
this thing is getting like sorry, Enigma. This thing is getting like 4 and 5-star reviews across the board on Letterboxd. And honestly,
Oh my gosh. Okay, of
that
course.
does not shock me.
they're being too nice because this. Okay, so I was trying to start comparing this to which movies it might be related with or whatnot. The only other one that and there are plenty that go along with this, but Rosewood from 1997 with Don Cheadle, Ving Rhames, that one was a powerful movie because it was a timepiece, and you can see that people don't have options to leave. But here, you're placing this same situation inside of a modern day setting that has
Yeah.
no business whatsoever, and it's just like this doesn't work. None
Well,
of
same
this.
thing with Slanted. That's why the narrative of Slanted didn't work.
Yeah.
Because it was acting like reality wasn't a thing at all. It was acting like a movie that should have been something that took place in the 40s, 50s, whatever, during a time where that sort of sentiment was heightened in a lot of people. But it's so out of touch, and I think it's just pretty hateful. And it felt like it was just an excuse to see how many times the N word could be thrown around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the absolute hell? It just felt mean spirited. It didn't feel like anything that was done to make you think about whatever the message could be. It felt like it was just something to make you cheer on the killing of a bunch of racist white people.
Yeah. And the even our main character has no it yeah, this is just one of the things, but it's like he's hiding out for 2 weeks inside a small town. It's like there's no way you're going to be able to hide out for 2 weeks. Nobody knows to ask where you're at. And your preparation.
You mean when he was in the garage?
Yeah.
Cooped up?
He's hiding in the garage for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like your entire preparation. You spent 2.5 weeks preparing dummies to be able to practice your fighting skills for all of 5 minutes. I was like, this is not. None of this is realistic. The stupidity from start to finish was just. I was like, this is bad.
Well, even the racists were so over the top. It
Yeah.
was just so. It's like, what? You can't even write these people good. I don't know. I don't even feel like I have adequate words to express how utterly ridiculous this film was.
Yeah,
and
they all do it. Even the even faux Skarsgård, as I call him, because
Yeah,
he's
they
so
they have
obviously
these.
trying to. Yeah,
Well, they have these black dummies that they beat up on.
yeah.
Like what the hell? I
Yeah,
would
that's
rather
what-
have watched Faces of Death, Davey. I feel like
They put a lot of effort into those little mannequins as well. It was like, dude, y'all put way too much effort into those little costumes that y'all have just for
Some
3 minutes.
T-shirts, I don't even remember what they all said.
And then, what was the other stupid thing? I can't even remember, but just the lack of any, the organ harvesting. It's like, why specifically these people? Like, why? Like, usually organ harvesting from other movies and experiences are usually based on people with rare, necessary, in demand type organs. You guys are just, grabbing.
Reminded me of Get Out.
Yeah.
That's basically what this is. This is basically an overly violent Get Out.
Yeah.
But the difference between this and Get Out is, number one, you actually gave a damn about some of the characters.
Yeah.
I didn't care about anybody here.
Yeah, me either.
Daniel Kaluuya actually has some charisma to him. You wanted to see him get out of that situation. He didn't deserve to be there, And
you talking about the cousin? You talking about the cousin?
Well, okay, here too, but
Wait, which
I'm talking about the guy in Get Out.
Oh! I'm sorry.
You're rooting for him.
Oh yeah, of
There's
course.
nothing to think about here. There's no movie. This is white people are scumbags, and they're going to be driving around in their pickup trucks and their baseball bats,
terrorizing the whole town,
and their southern accents in the middle of Ohio.
It's like, what state are we supposed to be in here?
Yeah.
This is not a movie.
Well, that's what I said. It was like y'all went and y'all took all of the police reports out of LA, and you were like, we're going to use all of these into one movie. It was like, you guys have a monopoly on the police force. You got a monopoly on the hospital. The only one you don't have a monopoly on is the coroner. And it was just like, that's actually one of the more important ones. I was just like, this is just weird.
Yeah, didn't you see Hard Target? You pay off the coroner.
Yeah.
Come on. When a Jean-Claude Van Damme action movie is smarter than your supposedly upscale.
If it helps restore your faith a little bit, the aggregate score, the average score for this movie on Letterboxd is 2.7. So that's not the overall. The 4 and 5 stars is not the overall. Thank goodness.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because that's all I was seeing last night, and I was like, "What movie did you see?"
Just go look at the overall rating. And it's also come down on IMDb as well.
Yeah, I was ready to walk out of this, and in fact, I put it in the X chat.
The chat, I know.
Feel
I saw that.
free
to leave,
to walk out.
I really wanted to go watch Michael again. Because I had just seen it a second time earlier that day, and I was thinking that would be so much better than sitting through the rest of this.
Yeah. Because I was 40 minutes in, and I'm like, I know exactly what is going to happen in this movie, beat for beat for beat, and that is exactly what happened. Yeah, the only part where they really surprised me was the fact that either Paris Jackson or Blair Underwood actually survived the film, because I was expecting one or the other or both of them to get taken out. Well, and the fact that they're still there at the end was like the one surprise.
Oh, and that ending was stupid too. Oh my gosh.
Overly done.
Oh geez.
The guy that was working at the gas station, it's like, you saw 4 people come in there. You never mentioned to anybody about the one token young lady that's with them. She's never suspected. She's never brought up. She's the one that's harboring and protecting him. And yet she is never even addressed ever, or even put in danger. I was like, that would have been the prime person to go after. It was like, how do y'all not do that? You know?
She goes and the whole reason why he's using her garage as a hideout is because, well, my father and I used to hide out from my mother.
Yeah.
Why?
I know.
Because the only time
no
you
explanation
see no explanation. The only time you see the mother is she's on the couch watching television, like most people do at that time of night, and she goes to church every Sunday. That's all we know. Hide from what?
Yeah.
I was expecting the mother to be in on it in some fashion.
I was expecting her to be some factor in, like finding out he's hiding out there and then being revealed as a racist. And so then she goes and she, snitches on him to the other racists in the town. But she was just like a non-issue completely.
She looked like Joan Cusack is who I thought it was. I was like, is that Joan?
She kind of does. Yeah.
And then yeah. She has the one scene, and it was just like, what do y'all need? Y'all need an extra? Who'd y'all pull to put that in there for the moment? All right, we need another scene with the mom here. And it's like, hide out from her from what? She poses no threat. It's almost as if she does not care what the daughter is doing.
No. She's not. Also, I don't understand how he knew where the gang of racists was hiding out at. How did he even know they were at the community center?
Well, it was from the earlier scene, the basketball scene where they have the fight.
Well, do you want
wait.
I assume he knew that
I'm sorry. I said community center, but I don't think that's where
the Legion
that place was.
Hall?
It was a Legion.
Well, I mean,
it was something different. So how did he know where it was?
It's not like these guys are exactly hiding.
That's true.
They are.
He didn't go around town a lot.
No.
So how would he know?
I would like to address this, and hello to Nate. Is this a Quentin Tarantino movie, or is this someone else's movie he just put his name on to get released? This is Tarantino is the executive producer on this film. It's written and directed by the RZA from Wu-Tang Clan, and they teamed up before years back on a movie called The Man with the Iron Fists. And so I guess they have like some kind of, they know each other, they're buds, they have some kind of
they're friends
producing partnership. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that movie, but there's nothing offensive in it. I sat through it. It was fine. Just in one ear and out the other action film. That's all. I'm just done with this attitude of I've had to hear it too many times for too long a time. If you believe that white people spend their time driving around looking for black people to beat or kill, then that's on you. If I can't convince you otherwise, then that is on you. If this is what Hollywood wants to make it.
Well,
I wash my hands of you.
It's a film that, again, like Slanted, pretends we're still living during the time when things were bad like that in a lot of different areas. And the thing is, it wasn't even like that everywhere. And most people were not like that, but it was a thing. But it's pretending like it's still this big, huge thing right now. And it isn't. In fact, if anything, a lot of it is headed in the other direction. So it completely ignores that reality that is happening right now. And honestly, a lot of this stuff just feels like something I've been aware of for a long time, that there's a lot of money to be made in keeping racism alive. Trying to keep it alive. Wasn't it Thomas Sowell that said it was on life support or something like that? I'm pretty sure it was him. And, it's good for business. Can't let it die.
Yeah. Hello to our man from the future, Sashi. This is Dear God,
Sashi.
Not another Wu-Tang movie. Yeah. Man with the Iron Fist, 70s style kung fu movie made in 2012. Yeah. All right. I don't want to let the chat go too far. I do want to say hello to the Wayfarer who's joined us.
Hey, Wayfarer.
Well, go check out Hokum. Yeah, we did. That was the mystery movie. One of the mystery movies last week. Great film. Good to see it.
Just the problems I had with Hokum,
yeah.
I still would have rather rewatch Hokum. I had some issues with Hokum, but it was a much better story than something like
Curry
this.
Barker taking on TCM. I am really looking forward to that. I want to see what he does with it. I think Curry Barker is a real force to be reckoned with right now. Milk and Cereal was one of my favorite movies that year. He has Obsession getting ready to come out here in a few days.
Oh, okay. That's his movie.
It's I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard some good things. Between Obsession and Godzilla, those are like the only two movies remaining on the schedule that, quite frankly, I would see voluntarily in theaters. The rest is probably just going to be. Well, Eggers is hit and miss with me, but maybe that isn't like a matinee. Yeah,
there is a new movie out that's actually coming out, and I think you guys will love it. I know Lex will especially love it. It's the de-aging of Anthony Hopkins for Silence of the Lambs. And Lex will love that movie.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that tomorrow with my brother on the big screen. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs on the big screen, so I'm looking forward to that. And The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling on Thursday.
Oh, that one's worth it. Yeah. Too. They really, a lot of people are really asking for a sequel on that one.
It's been so many years. I really wish they would. That would be fun.
It would be, but it didn't make any money.
No.
And it's not a Marvel film.
Yeah.
And that's
a hired guy, and Gosling has to come back to help him. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, but yeah, any of these ideas would have been much better than especially. Did you guys have him come out before the film started, and he's like, "Hey, I hope
said
you guys
something at the beginning." Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh no, everybody's following the Tom Cruise, and who else has done that? Introduce themselves before.
The brothers who did Talk to Me did that when Talk to Me came out. Multiple directors have done that for films. I've noticed, especially for the mystery movie releases. So, yeah, it seems to be kind of a thing.
The one who has hit it really well that I really enjoyed, and it's still in my top 5 for this year, is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I think that one, Rockwell did an amazing job, and I honestly take it to heart how the director had said, it's very hard to get these original ideas out these days. And so, yeah, but this one was not an original idea. It was not anything new that we haven't seen before. No. And it was just over the top with stupidity, So, yeah.
It was clunky. It was cringe. The acting was, it was okay. But the writing was terrible. It was so one-dimensional.
Well, and the plot holes, the plot holes, the logical thoughts you would have had as to, all right, this is what needs to happen next. And nope, that did not happen. Like the amount of you're going to get bailed out. The guy gets bailed out in the middle of the night. That should have been a high questionable thing because you always have to go before a judge.
Yeah, but it was because he was going to drop the guy off. It was very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
That had nothing to do with, they weren't doing anything above board. He was going to drop him off so he could get beaten, killed, and his organs taken.
Yeah. And the thing is y'all talked about it before. The kid is the son of the police. You don't think he has control over the prison and y'all's head should have been on a swivel from the very first moment of the fight. Y'all should have immediately already started rounding up the wagons, and nope. Y'all did not do any of that. Y'all played dumb throughout the entire process. I was like, you are not a military dude. There is no way you went through military training.
There was no military bearing
No.
about him. Just because you're walking around wearing camo,
Yeah.
that's not enough, son. You got to prove to me you're doing more than that. Sashi said this. I agree with this absolutely. I'm getting tired of rich people in Hollywood complaining of how bad they have it. That's why the international market is crashing.
Yeah.
Agreed. You want to know why you have no box office? It's movies like this, folks. Nate says, and I actually don't even like the term racism because we're all one race, human race. Exactly. That's why I say human being at the beginning of every show.
It's true.
But we're different ethnicities, one race. Yeah.
Racism is just a form of tribalism, which people have always engaged in. It's just another word for tribalism. So it exists because people, there's like this tendency with humans, they want to congregate with their own, and outsiders are deemed a threat, a problem, whatever. And obviously, it happens with things like religion. It happens with different nations across the world. I mean, it's just human beings are weird creatures.
I am also very curious, and hello to Lieutenant Giratina. I am also very curious as to what the inspired by true events.
Yeah. I was thinking about looking that up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you get your information from the same place Pam Grier did on The View?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that was so disappointing because I like Pam Grier, but it's like, what the hell? Come on.
But apparently she don't like us. Hello, Rachel.
So much so that she comes up with false narratives, blatantly false narrative. Hey, Rachel.
The movie Molly's Game is what I honestly believe Hollywood keeps going back to. Now, here, the example I'm giving is Molly's Game is actually based on a real life event, and Tobey Maguire suffered greatly due to his real life actions. So that movie has a lot of merit as to the events that took place. Now, the big thing that Idris Elba said in that film was that Molly Bloom had legitimate evidence on everyone in Hollywood. She had it to such a degree that she would put J. Edgar Hoover to shame, is what he was saying in the film, which I honestly believe is true. I was like, she had enough evidence on her hard drives about who didn't get the role, why they didn't get the role, what type of racism is going throughout all of Hollywood. And it's almost as if Hollywood is making these films for themselves based on who they dislike and it's a private competition, and all of us as the audience are just sitting back like watching this entire fight unfold over the dumbest things. And it's just like, and this is what we're getting, like it's no longer about the audiences. So
okay, I just looked up what were these real events it was inspired by. Systemic racism, police corruption, disappearances, and exploitation of black bodies. So not a specific, actual event, but sort of a collection of everything. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured.
All right.
Okay.
True Detective did it better with this, much better.
What did?
True Detective, season 2. True Detective with the disappearances and everything happening in LA, and Evil wins on True Detective season 2, which is why I think True Detective bombed after season 2, because a lot of people wanted to see a repetition with different people of Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, where the righteous do win,
Yeah.
And so Evil wins.
Well, they kind of did in season 3. They did. Yeah. I thought there was a good ending. Same thing with season 4, which was a huge downgrade in quality.
Yeah. Oh goodness, but yeah, it was just talk to us about Michael. Tell us. No, I'm just kidding.
I would much rather.
Honestly, you know what? This is the worst movie of the year as far as I am concerned.
Well, it's in my list, and all three of them are shitty. So, and they all have to do with this sort of narrative: white people bad. But
I don't
have much appreciation for that. If you can't tell us a story and give us nuanced characters and actual good writing, I'm not interested in your stupid message.
It's like, if you are seeing stuff like this happen somewhere within the United States, if this is truly something, say if something like this movie were truly going on, tell us.
Well,
because all of the people, all the white people with the guns that you're also afraid of, we will kick all their asses. You want to know why I don't mind the ending of Sinners? Because those fuckers deserve to die. Here, I didn't care.
Well,
and I'm spitting. I'm sorry, but I don't.
Sinners was much better written.
Yes.
I have some issues with the last act. That particular scene, while, yeah, they deserved it, it felt like it was just put in there just for, let's cheer the killing of these white people. So that felt very shoehorned in, which I didn't really appreciate, but it wasn't enough to drag down the movie as a whole for me. It ended up on my top 10 for the year. I really enjoyed Sinners. I liked the time period, the events that were happening with regard to things like racism. That was relevant because we were in 1930s Deep South, but here we're in 2026 Ohio.
2026 Ohio, where everybody's kind of talking like this. You
Oh my gosh.
I'm Sheriff Buford T. Numbnuts. Thank you.
The acting was so bad. Yeah, it was so cringe. It was just like, this isn't even good acting.
The actor who plays
like that
the
guy,
sheriff,
the sheriff. Oof.
I have seen him before in other things. The guy's actually a really good actor. I don't know what the hell he was doing in this.
He was getting a paycheck. That's what he was doing.
I guess. I don't know.
Now, you know what would have been really quick? You know what would have been really cool for Sinners rather than shoehorning in the last scene? It would have been hilarious had they tried to come like around 3 a.m. in the morning when the vampires were still out. That would have been so much fun.
That would have been perfect because when are they going to try to, do a sneak attack at night? Of course, if they knew that the dance thing was going to be still open, maybe they wouldn't be so brave, but they could show up there and try to shoot everybody in the barn or whatever. And then the vampires descend on them. That would have been something awesome. That would have worked to me. That would have worked so much better than the way it ended
would have
up.
Gotten his wish. Let's go get these guys. Come with me. Join me. Let's go.
But then they'll all be family. They'll all be family in the end, though. Or maybe they just would have killed him and not turned him. But I had an issue with that whole shootout scene anyway, because he's doing all this shooting and people are shooting back at him. He doesn't get hit not once until he's supposed to. And I was just like, I don't know. I just can't buy into this whole scenario with him magically not getting shot. He's one person up against how many? No.
It would have been really epic. It would have brought it back the passion, of Primate, where those college guys go to the house. They have no clue about the killer ape, and then in my head I'm going, "Oh, this is going to be awesome." It's like I was so excited.
It was pretty gnarly.
I was like, "He's going to attack."
Yeah, because that one guy, I was like, "Where are we going with this?"
Oh, but they were the guy that was on the bed.
Yeah, and I'm like,
shows up. Yeah.
Oh no, we're going here. No.
That one was great. But yeah, this one did. And what was the third one that was just
Night Patrol for me?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Have you seen it?
I was thinking of going to the theater, and then I was like, you know what? It's on the high seas. So I saw it on the all high seas, and I was like, no. I was like, nope. I was like, let's
It's
click
not
this off
worth
and
it.
fix this. Yeah, I was like, I was playing chess halfway through. I was doing other, I was doing household chores through it, and I was just like, oh yeah, I figured that would happen. You just go through. Yeah, it's cookie cutter. It's like they all had a conference at the start of the year. All right, who wants to have this in their little movie? Okay, well, it's just overly
Yeah.
predictable.
Hey, if you want to get your movie made,
Yeah.
you better remember A, who pays you, and B, who the villains are, because
Well,
and
honestly,
I'm
I have a feeling that the RZA, this is his mentality because he wrote this anyway. It wasn't that Hollywood was down his neck about putting this in there. This is coming from him. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I missed, you popped up Rachel's comment. Hold on, and I don't have it. What did she say? Really don't even bother with it. What do you mean don't even bother with it being on a horror list? You mean to watch? A to watch horror list? Is that what you mean, Rachel?
Yeah, I think a lot of them are disguising a lot of
It's
things.
horror because it's vampires, which was why I wanted to see it, why I was interested to see it. The trailer gives it away. But the beginning of the trailer, you're like, oh, ho-hum, white cops bad, victimizing poor people. Oh, gosh. I would not recommend it. It was Justin Long. Justin Long was so bad in there in the last half. He was good, and then he was terrible. And Dermot Mulroney, he was so bad. The acting was really, really cringe. Well, you watch the trailer, that basically tells you the whole narrative, Rachel. And when I saw the first part of the trailer, I was like, nah, not interested. But then it revealed they're vampires, and so I thought, oh, okay, this could be something up my alley because vampires. But no.
Day Shift did it really well. Day Shift was hilarious. They knew very clearly that it was unrealistic, but they at least had a storyline, a purpose. Jamie Foxx carried it along with Dave Franco. Snoop Dogg appears in it mildly. And then you have, what's his name? The martial artist that backs everybody up. He was in John Wick 4. Was this
Atkins?
Yeah, Scott Atkins was in it for a minute. That one was just enjoyable. There were reasons behind it. They had a storyline. The vampires had these witty comments at each other. Just a fun time. Yes, it's unrealistic. Yes, but you enjoy it.
Well, I mean, you're talking vamps, so it's going to be unrealistic anyway. But it can be done very well.
Yeah, And so this one, it was a Day Shift. It's comedy. It's Jamie Foxx. Yeah, it's just enjoyable.
Yes, Sashi. Yes.
Yeah.
She's in this one, and her dad's story is in the next room over, probably in multiple rooms over, because it's playing a lot in my area.
All right, so get this crap off of here. Let's talk about it. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Take it away.
There we go. All right. So, yeah, Michael.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen my review yet, but
I have.
Okay. Yeah. So, I really enjoyed it, but then I love Michael Jackson, so it wasn't hard. But as I mentioned in my review, there was a lot of focus on his, songs, certain songs of his and certain performances of his. And I felt like that we spent a whole lot of time with Michael, the performer. And what I would have liked to have spent more time with Michael, the man. I rewatched it yesterday, and my score actually goes up. Went up from 79 to 85 on Critic List, because I'm just so impressed with Jafar Jackson's performance. And I know that it's very, the movie is pretty superficial. It's not very in-depth with regard to Michael and what makes him tick, even though you do get enough of it to understand his eccentricities and his very extreme feeling of self-doubt and inadequacy. and the dysfunctional relationship between his father and him. And some stuff is fictionalized. There's some time compression going on. And I'll give you an example of fictionalized event. His first nose operation. He didn't just walk into the plastic surgeon's office and say, I want to have a new nose. He fell and he broke his nose. He was doing a bunch of spins, like 50 in a row, and he fell and he broke his nose. And so they had to fix it. And he decided, well, if you're going to go ahead and go in there anyway, just fix it the way I want you to fix it. So that was the beginning of that stuff that was happening. But obviously, the problem with poor Michael is it didn't stop. He just kept chipping away at himself. They do touch on his skin. You know, there was this running joke about Michael wanted to be white, and that was not true. He had vitiligo, and it spread. And I've seen pictures of him from maybe it was in the 90s, and it's so severe on his arms. He looks mostly white with a few patches of tan or brown. And he was very self-conscious about that. They don't specifically say in here that's why he wore the glove, but that's why he wore the glove. It wasn't this interesting fashion statement he was making. So, yeah, the performance, go see it for Jafar's performance alone. He's like a carbon copy of Michael. I felt like I was watching someone who was Michael, not someone who was trying to be Michael. And so I'm hoping a second one comes out.
So this has been going around the internet now. Again, I think a lot of us are old enough to remember the 90s well. And so in 93, he actually performs, Michael performs at the Super Bowl halftime show. And now it's going around the internet. And the reason I know about the halftime show is because the Cowboys.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys were playing, and my dad was a huge fan. This was the first time we had gone back to the Super Bowl since the 70s. I became a huge fan due to following in my dad's footsteps. And so, you know, and we weren't even in the Super Bowl at that time when I was cheering for him. So when you had Jackson performing at the Super Bowl halftime show with the Cowboys, I mean, it was just, we were so enthralled with it. And, you know, my dad was a big time band member throughout high school. So he loved a lot of Jackson's music. He loved a lot of their Queen. He loved a lot of the various methods that they went through. Meatloaf, he loved them. And so as he was going and whatnot, but they said that Jackson's performance at the halftime show is what turned around a lot of what the halftime show is now. And
really?
So, yeah.
That's interesting.
His halftime show is what drew attention to the Super Bowl halftime show, and it turned it into everything.
The big spectacle that it has become. That's interesting. I didn't know that. You know what? You know, so another funny thing about the Super Bowl, my team was playing in the Super Bowl during the infamous Janet Jackson
Timberlake
thing. Yeah. Yes. It's like, really? That's the only thing that Super Bowl is known for. That event.
But yeah, that was
I've already pre-ordered the Steelbook. There's a Steelbook for sale at Walmart and Amazon, but I like the Walmart one more. So sorry. I really enjoyed that film. For fans of Michael, I think you'll love it. It hits in all the right feels for me.
Do they do a lot of the good music? Is there a lot of the Hey Cole Hauser? Is there a lot of
Hey Cole?
Music?
Yeah, they didn't touch on Smooth Criminal, which makes me sad because that's my favorite. But they obviously ABC and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Billie Jean, Bad, Thriller. When they filmed the parts for where they're making the music video of Thriller, they filmed it in the exact same place where the Thriller music video was filmed, which I thought was really cool. And Bad, obviously, Human Nature.
this is back when, TV, if you're scrolling the TV channels or surfing the TV channels, and they start going behind the scenes, you can't get copies of this unless you're recording on the VHS. But Dad had stopped on one of the films where they were actually doing the practice, and they were showing that Michael was getting a lot of the moves down very quickly, and he was very good. And a lot of the backup dancers were causing the delay in people picking up the moves.
Yeah.
Like, Michael doesn't have the problem.
Nope.
All in the back.
Nope.
Problem.
I mean, the talent, this guy, he was phenomenal. The talent that he had, and I mentioned in my review, we're never going to see another person like him. It's just, it's never going to happen. And what's really sad to me is that he had this amazing talent. And in so many ways, I don't think he was very, very happy a lot of times. So, yeah, to me, he's a tragic figure. He's very uplifting. His music, he talked in the movie about he wanted to bring people together with his music. He wanted to change the world. And I feel very sad about the way he was treated by the media. And he just became a laughingstock, and I think that hurt him terribly. And I think a lot of people just didn't understand him. Yes, he was different and he was odd in a lot of ways, but he wasn't like most people. He just was, he was special.
I don't think they have, Ian. Like I said, I think he somewhat started that jolt for a lot of artists to want to go and perform at the halftime show. But like Cole Hauser just said, a minute ago, it's argued that Prince most likely had one of the best. And it used to be at a time, now it's not anymore, but it used to be at a time that people were competing to deliver one of the best halftime shows. But I think Jackson still holds one of the top ones, and Prince is argued to be, yeah. And then I don't know of any others. I know Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and 50 Cent had done a great job with theirs. But yeah, a lot of people I think recently have tuned out on those halftime shows.
That's right. Yeah. He makes a funny comment about Prince in the movie that made me laugh. When I first heard it, it didn't fully register what he had said. And then when it hit me, I had like this split-second delayed reaction laugh to it. So yeah. I'm glad it's doing well. It's probably gonna have to make close to $600 million though, just to break even, because its budget was pretty big.
Well, it outdid Project Hail Mary, apparently.
In its first weekend, yeah. Yeah.
So
it overperformed.
That's
Mary. True, he did, Cole.
Yeah.
A lot of people abandoned him, and Trump didn't. Yeah, sad.
Shakira and J-Lo were the best for obvious reasons.
I thought they looked absolutely ridiculous, but then I'm a girl and I think that behavior looks dumb. I don't like it, but I know guys can like it. I'm not one of them. Yeah, that part where they were shaking their butt at the camera, I was like, could not roll my eyes back in my head hard enough.
Oh my God.
I didn't watch the whole thing though. So.
And this one, I'm sorry, going back to the horrible disaster that we had to suffer last night. The few scenes that were horribly unnecessary in the film.
The sex scene?
Yeah, you could have inferred these things, but no, it was like...
No, they had to go all out. Okay.
No. It was like...
Yeah.
I was ducking my eyes down. I was like, this is not something I can care to deal with.
Yeah, those aren't my favorite moments in movies either.
I was like, no.
I'm a guy, and I call her. I don't even call her J-Lo. I call her something else. That's the reputation she has. So yeah, well, I really don't. I don't like her at all. Cannot stand her.
There was at one point a certain videotape that sure as hell looked like her, and yeah.
What was it?
I'll tell you. I'll be tossed off of If I Told You. So
Was it
I'll
was
tell
it
you
a
off
private
screen.
was it a private tape? Because I never saw
Yeah.
anything like that, or I never heard anything like that. Is what I mean. I hadn't heard about that. I heard about Pamela Anderson, but didn't hear about that. Paris Hilton.
That one was fairly famous too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree, Cole. But then I don't even
Especially
watch it
that.
anymore. I stopped watching it when
No.
it got political in 2020 as I'm out. Done. I mean, I'm aware of what's happening superficially, but I just don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, it's gotten to that point.
Yeah, well, go watch Michael if you haven't already, y'all. If you're a fan, especially.
And I would say go see I Swear or
Oh my gosh, I swear.
Project Hail Mary.
Oof. Yeah.
Find a
Swear's a
movie
good
we
one.
brought up earlier. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That's certainly worth a watch.
My Neighbor Adolf.
Hokum.
Absolutely worth a watch. Hokum, yeah. Yeah, there are some good ones. I haven't lost all faith in the movie industry because there are a lot of good things out there. It's just unfortunately
Send
there's also
Help
a lot of
was a
stinkers.
fun one. Send Help.
Send Help. Yeah, it was okay.
It was all right. It was fun.
It was okay. I did not like how it ended. And yeah, that's right. The two Top Gun movies are coming back. Yeah. And Terminator 2 is coming back.
Yeah. What is it? The 35th?
35th anniversary.
Okay, yeah. My nephew went to see it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I remember when Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson were the two top things in the 90s, and they kept doing
They did a thing together. Yeah.
with the two MJs. It was so great.
So many years ago, some point after he died, I found this home video show that he had done. I think it came out in 2003. It's on YouTube. It's like Michael Jackson's home videos, the full movie or whatever. It's like an hour and 15 or an hour and 11. But I really like that because it's just him. He's hosting it and he's introducing different clips. And so it shows him with Princess Diana and him. Oh yeah, the Jackson 5 cartoon. Him with Elizabeth Taylor and with Janet and other members of his family. It's just really, it's nice to watch that. It helps kind of humanize him a little.
Mm-hmm.
A little, not that he wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it shows this other side of him that a lot of people didn't see or know about because they're just private home videos.
Ian had a question. What is your opinion on the Django Zorro movie? My opinion is please don't. All I know about it is
Jamie Foxx going to be in it?
I assume.
And Antonio Banderas, who's going to be Zorro? I mean,
they're talking about that Manuel Garcia Rufo fella from Magnificent Seven and Luis Vasquez, and he's in the new Jurassic Park as well.
Oh, as the father?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're talking. I've been hearing his name get mentioned as being cast, which honestly I would be fine with.
Would be cool if they went with Antonio, though.
Yeah, the first
they're both older, you know.
The first one he did with Anthony Hopkins, that one was just such a great reboot. The original.
We'll see. Hopefully it's good. I know. The only other thing I know about it is Tarantino is not involved, but he has given his blessing to it. So, and quite frankly, after this, I would be fine if he maybe left for a little while and just enjoy Tel Aviv.
He hasn't yet done his 10th and final movie.
Oh, fine. Who's counting?
He said he was going to do one more, and he was going to stop at 10. That's what I heard.
They still say that Jackson's performance of Billie Jean for the first time live is still like his top performance.
Well, that was a big deal also because that's when he debuted the moonwalk.
Yeah.
Which is depicted in the movie. Obviously, because that was a big moment.
Oh, it's going to be a comic book series? Well, if it's going to be a comic book,
okay,
then fine. It was explained to me that it was going to be a film.
I saw something about it on Twitter and showing comic images, but then I didn't read fully. So when you said what you said, I thought, oh, okay, it was supposed to be a movie.
All right. Well, whichever. I'm not really in a hurry. Say was one of my favorite Jackson videos. Yeah, with Paul McCartney.
Yep.
Well, and wherein Paul McCartney said to one Michael Jackson, you should get into music publishing. And then Michael Jackson says, I bought all of your songs.
Yeah, he did.
It's already a comic. It was a comic. It's going to be a movie. Okay. Whichever. I don't know. We'll look into it more. Like in the 80s and 90s, seeing a star was a big deal. Now you see them all the time.
Yeah,
too much, sadly.
But a lot of stars now don't seem to have the star power that some of them did. Like, there's never going to be another Arnold. Never going to be another MJ. You know, I don't know. It feels different. Maybe it's just my nostalgia of the 80s and 90s talking.
Well, that, and as you get older, you start seeing that the more they talk, the more that they demonstrate they don't know as much as they believe that they know.
And they act like they do, and that they can preach to us about whatever while they fly in their private jets. So
there's very few that are down to earth these days. Keanu Reeves, though.
Oh yeah, Keanu seems like a really good guy.
Awesome one.
So, I've always liked him.
No,
he's not. He may want to be, but he will never come close.
No, Arnold had what was that? The Bill Burr joke where he said, I get famous for lifting weights. Now I'm going to become an action star. Now I'm going to marry Kennedy. He goes, how many lifetimes would you need to have to do what he's done?
Right. I saw that. I think I did a reaction to that as well. That Bill Burr bit. There's our time, you guys.
Yep.
8:10 already.
Yeah.
We were able to fill up the time with just that. Good Lord.
Oh boy. Okay. Glenn Powell seems to close this thing to a modern movie star. I got nothing against the guy. I don't. If he's going to be a lead, he needs to choose some better films. And I liked How to Make a Killing, but I seem to be in the minority as far as that's concerned. Running Man did okay, but
tell us your word, Sin. Tell us your favorite word with him.
What? With Glenn Powell?
Smarmy.
Smarmy, he does. His little grin. And the thing is, I like Glenn. He seems like a really nice guy, but he does this thing with his mouth when he grins. I want to, like, get that look off your face. It's very annoying looking. I felt that way in Running Man.
So he'd be a perfect Duke for a good G.I. Joe live action.
And Cole would know.
I agree. I would like to see someday a proper G.I. Joe live action movie instead of whatever the hell that was we got. Keep Dennis Quaid as Hawk, though. I was fine with that casting.
He did great in War Machine. He was
but basically he was basically playing Hawk in that too, you know. So yeah. What if it's just his face? What is he supposed to do? And then Sashi
I
says,
know.
well, he does have a
I
punchable
I,
face.
I know. The thing is, when I did my review for either Running Man or I think it was for Running Man, I mentioned that I know he can't help it. It's just the way he smiles, but there's something about the way that smile comes together that just grates on my last nerve. It's like when he's trying to be snarky or sarcastic and he gives this, you know how his mouth does. You know his mouth. You see what it
But
looks
the
like.
Michael Cera scene where he's in Sarah's house and he goes, "You brought me upstairs just to go down the little pole." He goes, "So we could go down." So stupid. But I enjoyed that film. It was dumb but fun.
It was much more book accurate than Arnold's film.
I still haven't seen it. Well, you know, the Colin Farrell version of Total Recall was more book accurate too, and everybody hates that movie.
Everybody hates it. Yeah.
Give the people
probably because they're comparing it. They're, like what happened with Running Man, they're comparing it with the movie instead of the original source material.
Mm-hmm.
So,
where is
definitely looking forward to the Street Fighter movie, and the guy who's playing Ken is going to be playing the young Rambo. Yeah.
I'm not against the original Street Fighter with Van Damme either. I was a fan of that one because, again, it was 90s. And again, the big, please don't bite my head off, anybody, but the big point is a lot of the movies that we had with Marvel and Street Fighter and the ones like Judge Dredd with Stallone, those films, for as crappy as we might think they are or see them right now, they are the ones that paved the way to have what we're doing now, you know? And so you can't overly criticize because they took the opportunity, they took the chance, and a lot of the technology and original thinking wasn't there at the time because they were the initial films, you know? And so take them for what they are, enjoy them for what they are. But yes, I'm looking forward to the Street Fighter that we're going to do now. But Van Damme's one I grew up with. I thought it was pretty good, and I thought it was a good adaptation. Some of the things were stupid. I agree, but it was still the pilot film to do what they're doing now with Mortal Kombat, you know, and Mortal Kombat also had theirs in 95. And so yeah, both of those were still good nostalgia films. So
no one can top Richard Dawson. No. 90% of people think the movie is the source material. Yeah, because
I know
nobody reads anymore, which is a shame.
Yeah.
FYI, Street Fighter is part of the G.I. Joe continuity. I believe it is.
I didn't know that.
I think there are.
Well,
I think
maybe
there are
you did
characters
tell me that
intersect.
in one of our streams, Cole.
And G.I. Joe was invented because of Star Wars. So if you've seen that Netflix special, so
haven't.
Yeah, it talks about the 80s toys and how they all got invented, and G.I. Joe and Thundercats were both sources out of Star Wars. So
not sure of Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. We'll see.
To it,
I would prefer he were in a Dredd sequel.
Right.
But
me too.
I watched that the other day because it's for free on here.
So good.
Oh,
it's a good movie.
I have the 4K. Looks pretty good. Even Mask was part of the G.I. Joe continuity. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, which is why I think they should bring it back because there's but that's me.
A lot of undeveloped stuff that they could use.
Did you know that Michael Jackson campaigned hard to be in the first X-Men movie? He wanted to play Professor X. I've heard that.
I had not heard that. No.
I don't know how true it is, but
and I'm glad it didn't happen.
That's why he did the cameo with the Men in Black, where he could go, I could be Agent M because he was wanting to do some of that too. Yeah.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, Hiya Toys is now making their own action figures. Yeah, you should check out Paulie's show from last night. He was doing an action figure stream. I caught part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about cartoons with H. Boomer and Troy the other day too.
Oh, nice. And speaking of which, here
you got a
in,
stream coming up.
Yeah,
so.
I do. At actually here in about 10 or 15 minutes, I am going to be joining Troy Pichelli and Netters Network and Aged Boomer for Live from Sparkwood in 21. And we are going to be watching and discussing the second season premiere of Twin Peaks entitled May the Giant Be With You, where it's the cliffhanger, and we're going to see who survived and just how far down the rabbit hole we've fallen. Because, yeah, fun and games are over. Now it gets real. Let's see.
And all the spoilers.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be full spoilers. Let's see. What else? Thursday at 5:30, I am going to be joining Outlaw Bill for a new show that we're doing called Comedy Greats, and we are going to be watching The Replacements with Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman. Later on that night will be my program Coming Attractions, where you get to find out what I am going to be doing in the next week, up to and including my next 2 appearances in a row on Films with Friends. This Friday night over on Al's channel at 8 p.m. We're going to be watching Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer. And on the 15th, The Way Out. And we're going to be with Jerry Lewis from 1966. And we're going to be joined by Troy and Netter for that as well. And I've got a brand new episode coming up of Unscripted Sunday night at 8. I have Western Cinema Presents before that. And even before that, I'm going to be going to the Sunday mystery movie. So,
which I hope is going to be Sheep Detective.
Oh, that would be so great if it
I
was.
think
And
it's
then
probably going to be. Yeah.
I hope so. I'll be in New Jersey at that time, but then there's also one on Monday. So.
And Corey apparently is getting more films, thankfully. Poor Corey.
nice.
He's been.
I know he's with Marcus, and so they don't. It's not always a thing. Same thing with Cinemark. Cinemark doesn't get mystery movies all the time.
Bonzo Kilborn says, I want to make a horror comedy movie called Spoiler Alert, where a crazy super fan goes after a critic for giving out spoilers. I like that already. Hey, man.
It'd be better than
go for it. Please. You know, we're really seeing the popularity of YouTube go up. We have... I have videos up on my channel that have been watched by more people than watched Starfleet Academy in its entirety. It's amazing. And that's me. And I'm a nobody in the middle of all this. I'm just a guy in his living room sitting on his couch trying to give you the best show that he can. And made even better because, you know, I have the 2 folks next to me this evening. And come on, guys, you're the saving grace of this thing, not me. They're here to see you, not me. Let's be honest.
No, you've been doing this for a long time.
I've been doing this a while.
Loyal viewership.
I do. And speaking of the loyal viewership, I want to thank all of the new members to the channel. Whose names you're going to be seeing here in a few minutes. I do want to thank the new subscribers. I am now past the 5,400 mark. Thank you. And I found out last night that I am now over 1 million views.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well
so
done.
thank you very much.
Dang.
And also thank you. I don't know how it's done, but thank you for everybody who watched last week's show and got the word out about that episode because I think we're over like 5K on that.
You talking about the double
So,
feature one?
yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow.
So, and that's just on my channel. I know we had a couple. I know Sin was
Yeah,
simulcasting and
multi-stream. Mm-hmm.
other people. It was a multi-stream. So, thank you all for. I mean, we can promote a show, but that only goes so far. It is also word of mouth that helps. So, thank you all for basically making this show possible. Being a YouTuber, especially on our level, is not easy. We just have to like put ourselves out there and hope that we're making content that people will enjoy. And I've had people tell me that I'm encouraging them to go on and create other things, which I'm very happy about. My channel, we're a big supporter of I keep saying we, it's mostly just me, but I'm a big supporter of independent creators, and I think this is the best place to be right now. And say what you want about Chris Stuckman and Shelby Oaks, Markiplier and Iron Lung, Curry Barker in Obsession, which I'm hearing some damn good things about. I'm planning.
He's a YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Of course, the Philippou brothers that we were talking about earlier would
Yep.
talk to me and bring her back.
Yeah.
Critical Drinker. I like Rogue Elements. I had fun with that. This is the place to be, guys. I really do honestly believe that.
Eric Ripa with comics.
Yeah. So,
Eric July, not Eric Ripa.
we know
you know who I meant.
Paulie, Latino Slant. He had a book. They call me Charleston.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, Sashi made a great point for you. So see what Sashi said. He does
we
make.
We all love you. Long time. Sorry.
Bro, no, so many.
That's more than twice. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, if a small channel like mine can hit that milestone, then anybody can do it. And I don't know exactly what hitting 1 million views does exactly, but I guess I'm about to find out. So, all right. Enough of my yakking. Sen, what do you have coming out?
I just released my review for I Swear, and my review for Michael went up last week. And on Friday, I'm going to be on Corey's channel, Wilky's Movies and Music, to talk about space movies. And on Tuesday, I'll be back here in a different location, but back here, talking about hopefully Mystery Movie Sunday and Monday.
Right on.
So that's the immediate stuff.
Enigma.
Immediate stuff. Well, we're obviously doing the mystery movies again, and I am tomorrow night helping Miss Rachel, and she's going to be going over all of the in-depth movies that she's gone through in the month of January. She's done an awesome job. Like, she's seen a lot that I was not expecting her to see. So it's like,
oh yeah,
I need to do my homework.
She invited me to that too, but I'm going to go see the Silence of the Lambs movie.
Oh yeah, no,
I couldn't join. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm going to support on that one. I can't wait to hear all of her input, her insights. It's going to be really awesome to see what she's grabbing, from all the films. So those are the two big things.
I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I'm not huge into space movies, so we'll see. I've got to refresh my memory, you guys.
Galaxy
about
Quest
space
Squad.
Movies that I like. Project Hail Mary will probably be on the list.
All right. So we do have to go ahead and wrap it up here, unfortunately. But I do want to thank everybody who was in the live chat. Anybody who might have been following along on X, I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Anybody who comes along on this broadcast later on and watches the replay, Please make sure to hit the like, share out the stream. Have you seen One Spoon of Chocolate? What did you think? Have you seen Michael? What did you think of that? Or if you have any suggestions for us for movies to see that we might not have talked about on the show yet, let us know. And also, of course, thank you, Sin and Enigma, for joining me this evening.
Of course.
Anything you would like to say
always.
before we wrap?
Go watch a good movie. Go watch Michael.
Yes.
Right on. And joining us at the end, hello, Logical Spark. Good to see you.
Hey, Logical.
All right. So as I always say at the end of every broadcast, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win. Stay on my channel, live from Sparkwood and 21, coming up next.
Bye.
Steven Ronan's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties we use to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted